So, a little while back, my next door neighbor Andy over there told me, hey, those two branches over there look like they're going to drop and fall. It's going to hit your car. You should call the town and tell them to come and remove those tree limbs before those tree limbs come down right on your car. And I said, yeah, I'll lodge a complaint and say, and a request to the Department of Highways here in Huntington to have those guys come and remove the tree limbs, right? So I do this automated thing online where they put you in queue so that when they have time, they'll come down and take those branches down, right? So months go by, nothing. That tree branch is hanging, right? And my neighbor Andy goes, you know, that's going to fall down any minute now, right onto your car. And I says, well, I told them to come and take it down. If they don't come and take it down, if something happens, they'll be held to pay. I'll call my attorney. Anyhow, today was the day. I woke up, I saw the tree branch over here. I said, damn it, right near the wife's Mercedes. That's going to be a doozy. So I checked the roof and all that stuff. No damage at all. So I'm like, ooh, it fell, nothing happened, right? So that's the tree. Pretty high. And it's dry and brittle. I don't know if it's dead or not, but there was a branch that was sort of precarious. My neighbor says, well, why do you park under there anyway? I says, what? I'm not going to park in front of my own house just because that tree limb may fall someday. It could take 5 years for that tree limb to fall. And so here's the tree limb. And while I thought there was no damage, I look closer, and there you go. A-pillar, dentage, scrapage, and the mirror is turned the other direction. However, I think because this thing has an automatic thing, when you lock the doors, this thing goes zzz, like that. So I think it's just, I don't know, I don't think that mirror is really broken. Maybe it is, but I don't know yet. But anyway, so I wrote a letter to my town supervisor, Department of Highways supervisor. Fat chance they're going to get to me today, of course. But either way, I'm going to have to file a police report because I need evidence from a copper, that this actually occurred. Another fun day here in Huntington. I won't be able to get to the Tamper until later, you know, but you know what? Shit happens. So this is my Remington Outlaw. It's the RM4620. I got this for free, brand new, out of the box. Why did I get it for free? Because there was a recall on this model a few years back. It said it had a faulty gas tank or something like that. And I called up MTD South and the recall number, and they gave me a new saw. And I says, do you want the old one back? They're like, nah, just throw it away. Yeah, like I threw it away. Anyway, so this is the new one. Works great. I haven't used it in like a year. And I guess I'll use it to cut that tree limb into pieces and dispose of it. I'm waiting for the police to come. They need to take a police report so I can file a claim against the town. What a pain in the ass, huh? I mean, it's not that bad a damage, but, you know, that A-pillar is tricky if you want to try to get the dent out, you know? May have to be Bondo. So, look, I just checked the chain lube oil and checked the fuel. It's the same fuel from last year. But, you know, it's an oil mix, so that ethanol buildup shouldn't be as bad as just straight gas, you know? But we'll find out. So it's on run. I'm going to do choke. You can tell it's new. I've only used it like maybe 3 or 4 times over at my mom's, and I helped out a neighbor or whatever, you know. So I pushed it like 4 times, and no, nothing's happening except now there's some fuel that's going into the bulb. There we go. Now, sitting there with the gas in there. Starts right up. So as you guys saw, the cops came just to file a report, you know, so I have at least a government witness that there was damage from the tree limb, you know. It was pretty easy to just break off the branches, so they're pretty dry and brittle already, you know, to do the cleanup. I used a chainsaw real quick to cut like 5 little cuts just to get it into a garbage can, you know, and we're done, you know. So it's unfortunate, but Mother Nature, you know, it happens. Trees, wind, gotta park your car somewhere, right? So I just hope the town will step up and pay for the damages. What are you gonna do? Anyway, so as you guys know, the zipper on my Shelter Logic 8x10 shed came off the track. While I was trying to fix it, I broke the zipper. It's like such cheap metal, it just snapped on one side, so I can't put it back on again. So you know what? I mean, this flap was too big for me anyway, you know, so I'm just going to seal one side of it and be able to access it on the left side, you know what I mean? I can pull out one snowblower at a time, no big deal. So I've got this like thin wire, and it's so thin that you can just poke a hole, you know, in the mesh part of the zipper, you know? And I just do a crisscross all the way down, you know, just to seal this side. I want to seal this side because when the wind blows, right, it doesn't act like a parachute and blow the whole thing away. You know, you got to kind of seal the air from the outside, so it's all enclosed. Listen, from yesterday's video, I announced that I was now taking donations if you were inclined to. You know, I appreciate all the help that and support that the subscribers give me for continuing the channel as I do. Daily videos on a regular basis. There may be one day or two that I may miss, you know, or I have family obligations that I can't do a video, but for the most part, if you guys have followed me religiously for the past year or two, video a day. It's not easy to do, you know, but I do it because I enjoy it, and I make sure that I feel like it's an obligation for me. It's like I have some subscribers say, "Hey Henry, where's the video today?" You know, I'm like, "I'm working on it, bro." But so when I announced yesterday I was taking donations, paypal.me/mowers and blowers, right? Believe it or not, man, my first gifter, the first subscriber that sent me a gift, also was the first donator. So Doug Leap of Altoona, Pennsylvania, Doug's Mowers and Blowers, sent me $5. You didn't have to, Doug. You already sent me that greaser. You know, he was my first gifter. Now he's my first donator. He's like, yeah, I planned it that way. Also, Andy Gobby from the United Kingdom. He sent me £1.50, although it comes out to about $2. So thanks very much, Andy Gobby from the UK. He showed me pictures of his hoard. He's got like this beautiful house on the coast of, I don't know where, but beautiful house. He's got this beautiful deck. He's got like 100 lawnmowers underneath the deck. Wow. He said he got some of those for free too. Unbelievable. Shout out to Jason Michaels, who's kind of a new subscriber, but he's been commenting lately. He wrote me an email actually and told me that, you know, that wobbly piston in the Honda, he goes, that's normal. The reason why your engine smokes so much is because when you were tipping the tamper forward to change the Earl or to drain the Earl, right, all the Earl went into the muffler. I'm like, yeah, I thought of that too, but when I took the muffler off, there was no more oil in it, you know, it was dry. And when I reassembled the head and all that stuff, right, started right up again, smoked like a mother. I mean, just relentless, you know. So, you know, Jason, thank you very much for that vote of confidence. I would love it if you were right. But the wobbly piston, you know, you could see oil seeping through the rings, you know. So I think the wobbly piston is the cause of the massive amounts of smoke, you know. Well, either way, I'm going to get to this, and then maybe I'll have time for the tamper. I don't know if I'll get to it today because Oklahoma is playing Baylor, undefeated Baylor. So Oklahoma needs to stay undefeated if they have a 12% chance of making the playoff, you know. They have to win out against an undefeated team in Baylor today. I don't think Baylor's all that good, you know. Look at their strength of schedule. Not that good. So I'm almost done. I had to do it in a few segments because, you know, it's better than, you know, keep on pulling long lengths of wire. You do segments of like 1.5 feet each, so it's easier for you to wind, you know. So I'm almost done. This is probably going to work out okay. As long as I keep the draft from going inside, it won't parachute away, you know. So while I was doing this, I remembered that I'm forgetting a few shoutouts, and I do that because I don't write any notes or anything. It's all up here in the noggin. But me being 51 now, the noggin isn't storing the information as sharp as it was when I was younger. It happens when you get old. Stay young as long as you can, guys, because I'm telling you, I used to be quite active, you know, jumping around, leaping over cars, whatever, running here, running there, playing football with my son, all that. But now, I mean, I'm sore all the time. My joints and stuff, my back isn't as good as it used to be, and I'm sore like all the time. Well, it's probably because I'm always wrenching all the time, you know. But one day I'd like to say that I want to take a week off and just sit on my couch and watch like Jack Ryan, the Amazon special, all 8 episodes, like in 8 hours, you know, just do that. I actually already did that, so, but you get what I'm saying. Shout out to Jonathan, and I'm going to butcher your name, I know it, but I'll just say it's Isle. Anyway, Jonathan Isle from Olympia, Washington. My son is a freshman over at UW this year, and he's staying home for Thanksgiving. He's staying at school for Thanksgiving. He's not coming home because apparently there's this big deal game that's going on. University of Washington Huskies versus Washington State University for their rival game. And they're only at home in Washington, Seattle, every other year. So he wanted to stay for his freshman year to experience that game. You know, it's quite an experience for college, I guess. You know, so which I understand. You know, I used to go to all the football games over at UMass, even though they sucked. So thanks for buying a sticker, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Also, shout out to Dwight Green. He was the guy who bought the remainder of my bumper stickers. He just bought 2 of the OG ones, the original jagged edged die cut stickers. So thank you very much, Dwight. And he tells me that I've inspired him to get off his couch and start working on some machines that have been sitting around for years, you know. So I'm glad that I'm an inspiration to some people who are interested in doing this stuff. You know, it keeps the mind sharp. Hone your skills. Just see if you can do it. You know, it's a lot of fun and very rewarding when you're successful. So Dwight Green from Akron, Ohio. I visited Ohio about a year ago when I took my son and the whole family on a road trip up to University of Michigan, where he wanted to do a tour. So on the way there, we passed by all the states and we stopped by to see a Cincinnati Reds game. That was very, very fun. It was very cool. And we went on StubHub the night before the game and bought like 6th row field level off StubHub for I think like 16 bucks. 16 bucks for field level seats. It was phenomenal. Had a great time. Over here in New York, you can go to a Yankee game and a hot dog is 6 bucks. Anyway, so shout out to Dwight Green. Oh, yeah, I want to tell you. So when I was in, I think it was Columbus, Ohio, we laid over there to go to the zoo, you know, the Columbus Zoo. And so for lunch, we stopped by this Cracker Barrel. I've never been to Cracker Barrel, all right? And if you guys haven't been to those parts of Ohio, it's all white. It's like Montana. There's no black people, there's no Hispanic people, there's no Asians. It's all white, right? So we walk into this Cracker Barrel, right? And I order the country steak and eggs, you know, that's breaded steak, mashed potatoes, yummy. And the minute we were seated, right, the entire room full of people that were dining there stopped what they were doing and went, "Hey, look it over there, Mabel. Real Asian people. I've only seen them in the movies and on TV." Listen, I understand. If you're not used to seeing a certain color people, right, you're going to stare. But, you know, I had a decent experience. It's not like there was any racism going on. However, I think my kids, I mean, we're from New York, so New York, every other person's another color or from another place, you know what I mean? That's the melting pot of the Big Apple, right? And that's where we feel comfortable. Same goes for the other coastal states. If you think about Miami, Texas, Washington State, California, we're all along the coast, right? Along the coast is where most of the immigrants first came here maybe a couple of decades ago, you know, established first, second generation families here, and that's just where they all go because they feel more comfortable. Racism is a big part of them feeling comfortable, you know, or uncomfortable, you know. If an Asian family decided to move to Montana, I think they'd be all right there, you know what I mean? But I don't know if they would feel all that comfortable because, well, everybody looks at them as if they're not part of the community, you know. That's just how it goes, you know. Which is why I stay here, you know. I mean, I think I would probably do all right in like Iowa or Idaho or something like that. Not saying that those are, you know, racist states. I'm just saying that they're not used to people, you know, that are not their color, you know. But anyway, that's my little tidbit about my travels and stuff recently. But Dwight, I hope you send me some pictures, and John, I hope you send me some pictures of where you put the sticker, you know, because I like to put them on my Instagram. Listen, you guys, you should follow Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers, because everything I do here, all the episodes and stuff, that's actually like a sneak peek, you know. You know, like One Pug Life, he does Patreon where, you know, you donate $5 or $10 or $20 a month, and you get early access and clips to his video. Well, I don't charge anybody for videos, you know what I'm saying? You look at it this way, is that I'm providing free entertainment for you all to watch on a daily basis, you know. So if you could donate $1, if everybody donated $1, man, I tell you, I can do some projects, baby, you know. Helps me buy tools and stuff that I don't have that would probably be easier for me to fix certain things. It's like, you know, some of you guys would comment, says, oh, Henry, if you had that puller, you could get that off easily. I'm like, well, I mean, how much does that puller cost? $76? I'm like, well, is it worth it for me to go and buy $76 out of my own pocket so that I could use it once? You know what I mean? But if I get donations from people, man, I could have an entire arsenal of these specialized tools that I could actually do some really interesting fixes, you know. But anyway, I'm almost done with this, and I don't think I can get to the tamper thing today. I might have to do it tomorrow because, like I said, the Oklahoma game's coming on pretty soon. It's okay. Took a while, though. But it's now sealed, and that should do. So I'm going to try to make this a little bit more presentable, you know. My wife is going to freak out because she loves this car. If there's like a tiny little smudge on it, she goes,
Hey, honey, can you go use that mother stuff?
I go, huh?
Yeah, I got a scratch. Can you go over there and try to wipe it off?
This is Mowers synthetic wax. I've used this on all my cars, and it seems to get off the scratches pretty easily, pretty effectively too. I don't know if it'll work for this, but I'm gonna try. You know, just wipe it on, man. I mean, it takes a lot of wiping, of course, but you know, it eventually does come off, and it's really pretty cool. I don't know what they put in synthetic wax, but it works very well. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. I don't recognize them. I don't think they're from this neighborhood. Then again, I didn't look either. So this is what it looks like right now. It took quite a bit of rubbing, but look at it, man. All the scratches are completely off, and you can't even notice the dents, you know, because it's white. So that looks pretty good, man. Couldn't even tell anything's wrong with it, you know. I'm telling you guys, they don't sponsor me, but they should. Some good shit. Mowers synthetic wax. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great day.
See you next time on Mowers and Blowers.